AP, and he looks at the team comp, realizes they'd be pretty heavy into magic damage if they were to draft Rumble or Vlad. They'll just go for the Gnar, but this matchup went pretty poorly apart from a solo queue when it comes to actually being able to play around it. Should note this is different, because you might think, okay, got a solo kill, that's good, but the turret was up, the game plan was free farm, what went wrong? It must be Roach's fault. Remember also, it's a two-part plan. If you're getting a solo kill, if you're pushing in a lane, your team rotating around it, your jungler coming up is relevant. This time, Raze is there, and Raze has been really good at creating action where he went. His economy of movement as a jungler has been something to praise. So let's see if once again Roach can get a decent laning phase and then actually have his team be in position to take down the turret to start the snowball on ROX Tigers. Otherwise, we know how the scaling game goes for the GP.
All right, well, Tarek, the last pick here for ROX Tigers as Key goes ahead and pilots that one. Yet again, moving forward. So plenty of lockdown for that bot lane duo if they can get their hands on the Ezreal. He's going to be a bit slippery with the arcane shifts, but if they land the Dazzle, if they land the Chain of Corruption, they can absolutely annihilate him in an instant once those items start rolling through for the Varus. So he's going to have to be very quick on the movement there to keep himself safe. Does Soul. But Raze, he's the one who's really got the pressure on him coming into this game.
Absolutely. Whenever you're subbed in, you're looked at as someone who can actually turn the game. We'll see if Raze can do it. It's on the Zac, so less proactive options outside of some creative pathing. See if he tries to visit bot lane at level 3, Jarvan-esque, even without as much early damage. Edge also, a bit of a down game on the Malzahar, non-factor on that one. This time, he's going to be on the Azir, and we've already seen Azir's pop off as recently as last night.
That's true. It was a little bit slow there at the beginning. From going to go ahead and use that trinket, spots out the wards. In the meantime, Lava trading back heavily there onto Edge. Someone coming in, barely whips the ultimate, it's just out of range, but flashes in, gets the slow there onto Edge. One more hit will do it, and that's going to be first blood. Going over to Songwon. Now the Let's Bounce, dragging two members in underneath the turret. Songwon gets locked up, pushed back in alongside Key. He'll flash away, trying to get himself out of there. The seismic shove from Lava will knock Roach away. Gonna be a 1-for-1, but first blood goes over to ROX.
An insane amount of display.
Gonna be important here for ROX Tigers as that second Infernal Drake does spawn up at the moment. Kongdu,
look who it is.
Have control, and we'll take another pass at this one. No stopwatch this time around. Linderock stunned into the wall. We'll go ahead and flash away. The other side has the Cannonball Barrage coming down as Roach goes back into mini form. Let's Bounce, not going to find him, and yet again Linderong will survive the 1v2.
Yeah, the dance moves there really impressive from Linderong, and of course at the same time as we see ROX just take down the Infernal, wait out the ultimate from Ezreal, smite it away. Clean stuff from the ROX Tigers. We've complimented Songwon a couple of games in a row. Credit Linderong for his laning ability to get through a second gank, draw multiple flashes out. Nice stuff.
I mean, they had the confidence to go for the GP, even with an R still available. And yet again, this time no stopwatch, uses the flash. He makes it out with his life. And that's a second Infernal Drake going over to ROX. It is just, it hurts to watch this for Kongdu as we see the Dazzle going through straight into the lockdown from the Sejuani, and Soul didn't have a single chance. He is deleted as Key, of all people, does walk away with the killing blow. 2-1 here to ROX, finally looking to knock down the first turret of the game, but the wave is pretty thinned out, so it looks like they're probably just going to have to settle for a smattering of damage.
Usually we criticize 80 carries for dying when their summoners up, but there was no time to press buttons there, Kilios, stunned the entire time, and then dead, so goodbye, Death Chamber for Soul.
QSS. To actually seal that one away. We'll get the pull back there onto Songwon, but with just the Alistar waiting in the wings, it's not going to be enough. Now the Let's Bounce coming through just to try to get himself out of there safely, but he's still going to get locked down. That's going to be passive. Getting proc. TP's coming through on either side. One straight into the middle of the ROX Tigers members. They will lock down Roach and absolutely obliterate him. Should have canceled that one long ago, my friend, because that's a double kill going over to Songyun, and now ROX going to be looking to finish off this Rift Herald here. 18.5 minutes in. Which will enable them to knock down more turrets over from the side of Kongdu Monster.
Awesome Weaver's Wall from Lava there. It meant that even using the Let's Bounce couldn't get enough distance. Cut off the reinforcements and also cut off the escape for two members of Kongdu Monster.
Roach has got that red buff. Will force out the flash. Derek's Gage going to get popped. And it's going to be Roach going for it. And then Barrage comes through. Roach yet again pushing forward, but has to go ahead and start cutting back because that Weaver's Wall does come down. Lava joining in, going to be looking for the pickoff here on a Roach who's playing inside the brush. Seismic shove not going to connect. He's going to get the stun. The Wallop coming through. Can he finish him off? Lava Popping the heal, trying to stay alive, trying to win out the trade, will be able to get it in the end. Very sloppy, you would have to say, but really good job there by Roach playing around wall. Does come down. Are still on the bottom lane there, Roach. Trying to build up the Narbar, has the TP ready to go. Getting Corruption, comes down, Raze up into the front, has the Let's Bounce, drags him in right as the Cosmic Radiance comes through. Corruption coming down, will keep Songwon and Key alive in the fight. Songyun manages to get rid of the Zac right here at the start. First one to fall in the exchange as Lava tries poking over the wall there with a threaded volley. Doesn't get a whole lot of damage thrown in. Kongdu Monster does stop ROX from taking the Baron, but now they've lost Raze. It's still 30 seconds on the clock. ROX, do they want to just go ahead and start this up yet again?
You won't see cleaner Taric play than that. Credit to Key getting much better in this game too, and they turn again.
They come in through, they're going to find the lockdown yet again in onto Soul. He gets popped before he can make it out as Lava finds the Key. There finds the kill.
Bit on the nose there, Kilios.
Yeah, that it is. Emperor's Divide coming through here for Linderong. He tries to stay alive, but bitten off more than he could chew. Now I'll start offering up just a bit too much CC. He will go down as Edge finds the kill, and that will go ahead and send ROX.
Barrel explosions. Playing 3 lanes here pretty confidently are the ROX Tigers, but do note that Songyun's flash is still more than 2 minutes away.
Weaver's Wall, though, that is going to be available. Too caught on the turret side of things here. I'm trying to chunk out where he can, tossing in that barrel, but doesn't do a whole lot to the Alistar, and they don't do a whole lot to the turret.
And the minion wave is still really far away as well, so not going to be any more acceleration of the game. Long range engage, strong wave clear. Now the reason why games have stalled out is that when champions like Azir are in the meta, pretty hard to close games.
Raze looking for the engage, trying to get there on top of Songyun. Yet again has him with the Let's Bounce, but the Cosmic Radiance is perfectly timed yet again. Songyun cutting his way back as Roach comes in over the wall, but he still has to build up the Narbar. He's a ways away, getting it closer and closer. Hasn't really been focused down. Can he go for the play?
Oh!
Hits the massive stun into the wall with the wall. The follow-up is Songwon almost goes down. They get the pop in onto the Zac, but now that's going to be Edge coming in. Emperor's Divide, and all of ROX are just getting destroyed. Linderong will go down. That is the ace completed. A double kill over to Soul at the end, and Kongdu Monster might have just turned around, might have just won this game.
They haven't won it yet, Achilles, but that is the turnaround you're looking for when you have the Azir and Zac in the late game. Monstrous flash in and ult from Edge gets them so much. And in terms of getting a lot, when it comes to objectives, they still have Azir and Ezreal alive. Essence Fox going to get so much value here. They're going to basically take the inhibitor, and another fight like that, when they've hit their items, the game ends.
Yeah, this turret going to get destroyed rather quickly. The inhibitor to follow up, and it's still 5 seconds on Key, 12 on Songyun, so no real threat, even to Edge, who has been sitting at such low HP. We'll get another play over to this one.
This is why you never count out a comp like that of Kongdu Monster. At the start, it looks fine for the side of ROX. Sure, you're too far advanced, but no one takes any damage when it's a nice engage. It continues to go, but Roach is building up his Narbar. He eyes everyone next to the wall. 3-man Gnar. Still work to be done. There's still work to be done, but now Raze gets into the backline. No one can flash up. They knock heads. An insane engage from Edge. Pushes back 4. At the start there, Linderong dies as well. Beautiful stuff from Kongdu Monster. And one objective at a time.
Songyun taking quite a bit of damage. Seismic shove there in onto Secret. Slow him up and knock him down to about half HP, but outside of that, not a whole lot gained. Redemption will pop up several of the ROX Tigers members, keeping them safe as Raze tries to go for the grab. Pulls in Songwon, but don't really have the damage to chunk him out. Now ultimate thrown in. Raze getting caught out, goes down to about half. The Cosmic Radiance connects here. For the side of the ROX Tigers, Soul's poking in from the sidelines. Raze goes in very deep, tries to get the Let's Bounce, but actually gets popped before he can cast it. Likely to get finished off, but the TP comes through, helps keep him alive for the moment. He goes gold and stays in the fight, but Secret going in too deep. The Pulverize does go down, and Linderong with the flash forward finishes off the Zac. Two of the tankiest members on the side of Kongdu now taken out, only relying on Roach to stay into the front line to defend Edge and Soul. ROX will be going forward. They're going to be looking for the end. They found the catch there onto Edge. He flashes away, jumps away with the shifting sands, and seems like he might make it back to the fountain with his life. But the rest of the ROX Tigers, they're focusing in onto the Nexus. The first turret disappears. The second one is going to follow suit, and they will be able to close this out pre-94 minutes with a 2-0. ROX take down Kongdu Monster after some delays here, perhaps not. They actually get the pop.
called it too soon,
call,
but it's against Azir, and you're never sure. They tried to ignore. We hoped that we would see this from SK Telecom, trying to ignore in their 94-minute game.
Unreal.
You see the frustration on the side of the ROX Tigers players, but for Kongdu Monster, they're going to try and run up. They've got a minion wave. They could actually win the game.
They might actually be able to do this. I glance at you for half a second, Papa Smithy, to have a conversation about the end of the game, and everything gets turned around. I have egg on my face as Kongdu Monster are going to be going for the finish so far away, and they're going to have it. Wow.
The fans only start to squeal now because they understand they've lost the game.
Color me surprised!
They tried to finish it against double consistent
ROX
DPSs.
Showing off, throws out the Gnar ultimate. The Nexus will go down. And I've been made a fool. The ROX Tigers have been made massive fools. Kongdu Monster, they win it right at the end with the enemies at the gates. Get the ace, push straight down the mid lane, and they take it out.
And this is kind of the what if that was on display. We never got to see what would happen if SKT bum rushed the Nexus against Jin Air. But that was actually the call by the ROX Tigers. They thought they had their chance to go in and end. And the reason why they're shell-shocked is that was the wrong call. I think if Azir had gone down, easy finish. If Ezreal had gone down, it would have been a little bit more difficult, but probably still the right call to try to end the game. But when the three alive include